Hello everyone, this is Nine Finger Tactical, here to discuss one of my favorite pieces of gear that I use almost every day. It is the extraordinary Fenix LD20. I absolutely love this flashlight. It is one of the best pieces of gear that a person can have with them, no matter who they are, what they do. When you need a good flashlight, which is most people at one point or another, I would highly recommend looking into this option right here. I will say right out of the gate, it is made in China. That may not go so well for some people here in the United States. There's not many products that I do recommend or would recommend that are made in China. However, this is one piece of gear that I absolutely have to recommend. I'm going to do an unboxing here and show you what you get with the newest version. This is the new Fenix LD20 with a max of 180 lumens. It's 180 ANSI lumens. I don't know if you can see that right there or not. This is the new version for 2011. I have, over the last couple of years, been carrying an original Fenix LD20. It still works perfect. I just wanted to upgrade and try the new one and actually have a spare. You know, good to have a backup around. This light, the original, has been wonderful. This new version is just the same light upgraded with a different LED, and that's basically it. Basically the same flashlight. It is waterproof, by the way, which I have tested. No problems. This is a great light. Let me go ahead and open the box here and show you what you will get. I did sneak some batteries in it. It will not come with batteries. It takes 2 AA batteries. This is what you'll get. Little booklet telling about the light, the different modes. You get a warranty card if you wish to fill out. Yep. You'll get a belt holster. Decent holster. You know, it's adequate for most people. Pretty decent quality. It's not maybe the best holster in the world, but it's definitely not a cheap holster. It's pretty good. You get a little packet here. It's got a couple of extra O-ring seals for the tail cap and the head cap screw on. You get a lanyard, and you get an extra clicky button, the rubber clicky button on the bottom of the flashlight here. And that's what comes with it. See if I can zoom in here and get you a little bit better look. This is an awesome flashlight. I absolutely love these little lights. It does have different modes, but they're super simple. This is the Fenix company has different lights with different modes, different sizes and powers. This is probably the cheapest to run because it uses 2 AA batteries, and probably the simplest to operate. It's super simple. Basically, you'll get from one mode to the other mode by turning the head cap, the bezel, just a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Got light out here, see if this helps at all. Zoom back out here. That's on the, I don't know if you can see, it's super bright in here. It's on the max bright setting, which they call turbo mode. If you tap the tail cap one time, it goes into a strobe mode, which is good if you need to disorient someone with a strobe, or if you need to signal from far away, get somebody's attention. This is a wonderful feature. And that's basically it when the bezel's turned all the way to the left. But for most people, generally just using a flashlight, if you turn it to the right just a hair, it'll switch into the other mode, and you have different light settings you can use. I'll swap back over to turbo to let you see the brightness. It's in turbo mode now. We're going to go ahead and turn it a hair to the right, and I don't know if you can tell, but it dimmed. It has three power settings basically on this second mode. For this new version, for 2011, it's supposed to be 5 lumens. And looking here in the instruction booklet, it says 5 lumens is supposed to run for 100 hours. The next mode's 30 lumens, and to get to that, you just tap the back tail cap one time, and it increases in brightness. And that's supposed to be 30 lumens. It's supposed to last for 15 hours if you just run it in that one power. And if you tap the tail cap one more time, you'll be in the max setting, which is 81 lumens, which is supposed to run for 5 hours and 57 minutes. Now, it also has, for this second general mode that we're in, if you tap the tail cap once more, you'll have what they call an SOS mode. I went too far. There's your SOS mode. And basically that's all the light does in that mode. It just blinks. SOS. This is good for signaling or rescuing. All kinds of stuff that you might need. You know, if you need the SOS in an emergency, if you're a hiker or a camper, if you're on the side of the road, if you're on the side of the mountain, anywhere where you could conceivably need an SOS strobe, this could help you out. This might actually save your life. I'm going to go ahead and cut the light back off. My camera's kind of freaking out here and going crazy. I'll talk just a little bit more about the light. I'm not a light guru, so I don't know all the different, light terms as far as like lumens, like ANSI lumens, like it says here on the box. I do know this is supposed to be a better standard of measure of light output. The old original LD20 that I had, and this is still a good light, so you might run across one of these somewhere that's used, or a new one that hadn't sold or whatever. It actually said 205 lumens on the front of the box, and that was the older R4 LED. This new one is the R5. It's basically a little bit stronger, updated version of the Cree XPG LED. So even though it says 180 lumens, it's still just as bright or brighter. The throw seems to be just a hair better and brighter when I compared these two lights at nighttime. Wonderful light. This one, the original, seems to have just a slight blue tint when you're looking at the actual light, but if you're behind the light shining out, it looks clear. Same with the new version, except for if you're looking straight at the reflector as the light is on, which I would not advise because it is super bright. It has somewhat of like a light purple maybe, or a purple blue if you're looking straight at the reflector. But once again, if you're behind the light, you don't see that. It looks clear out to whatever it's shining at. This is a great little light. I will say you will not get probably the exact numbers that the book says as far as battery life. It just totally depends on which mode you run it in and how long you actually leave it running, you know, how many times you cut it on, and so forth. And it can depend on batteries. I generally run just plain Duracells in mine. Some people like to run the Energizer lithiums, you know, some higher batteries that are supposed to do better in colder temperatures, below freezing or what have you. Trying to think of what else I was going to say about the light. It's great. I highly recommend it. This is a light that anyone can use. It doesn't matter who you are or what your profession is. This light's small enough that you can take it with you. It'd be easy to put it in a purse, carry it on your hip. If you do any kind of work where you need a light, this will work good, especially when you have the option. You know, like I said in the beginning, you turn the bezel, cut the light on, you'll be in low mode, which for most people, just needing a flashlight, you know, if you're looking for something or at something up close, generally speaking, for most people, that's going to be perfect. And the battery will last a long, long time if you're in that mode. Even if you're running in turbo mode, you should get way over an hour of full brightness. The camera doesn't do it justice indoors like this. Where this light truly shines is if you go outside and actually see it, you can see how bright it really is. It will amaze you. This is like as bright as, or brighter than the standard big mag lights used to be. Technology has really come a long ways and helped. You know, have a little bitty light like this that's that powerful. I know of at least one law enforcement officer that uses one of these as an extra light. You know, maybe not as their main light, but as an extra light just to have. It could serve as a, you know, an officer light in a pinch. It's plenty bright enough. The throw, realistically, it says 110 meters beam distance on the front of the box. It will throw a light that far, but I'm going to say realistically, if you were looking at, I don't know, an animal like a dog, I'd say 50, 60 yards you can easily see the dog. It'll light the dog up completely where you can tell, you know, all the dog's features, tell that it's a dog. You can see further than that. It will throw light out to around 100 yards, but I'm going to be honest, it's when it goes that far, the way the beam disperses, it would be hard to see, you know, what something was maybe at 100 yards. It will definitely throw light that far, but I'm talking, you know, realistic distance to where you can actually see for sure what you're looking at. You know, you're looking at like 60 yards or so or less, which is still pretty good for a flashlight that uses AA batteries. I mean, if you go with the more expensive light options out there that use the CR123s, which I like some of those too, and they do a lot better and have a lot longer throw. Even Fenix has some other light options with, you know, further throw and beam distances, but for a standard flashlight and AA batteries, you cannot beat this with its waterproof toughness. I highly recommend it. Everyone that I know that has one of these lights, they feel the same way. They love them. It's a good value. So, I remembered what I was going to say earlier. It does weigh approximately 3.8 ounces, which is exactly identical, on my scale at least, to what the old mini mag light used to be. So, anyway, 2011, the best AA flashlight that I have found. I think you would enjoy it. Thank you for watching. If this helped you at all, please rate, subscribe, comment. Thank you.